Cześć, witam was bardzo serdecznie. W dzisiejszym odcinku przyjdzie nam się udać do brukowanego łabędzia. Zastanawiam się, w jaki sposób. Musimy tu chyba przebiec generalnie. Co my tu mamy za notatkę? Badania nad świecogońcami. Tej pamiątki chyba nie było tu w poprzednim odcinku. Czy pamiętam czasy, kiedy świecogońce nie dostarczały w mieście wiadomości za wspaniałe konstrukty magiczne. Wydają się nie być szczególnie lojalne wobec pałacu, nie wspominając o Venatorii. Właściwie można odnieść wrażenie, że aktywnie unikają kultu. Widziałem nawet, jak jeden palił ich ulotki. Skąd się biorą? A tak w ogóle to czy mi się zdaje, czy ostatnio jest ich tutaj więcej? Dobra, bo my tu nie mamy chyba punktów kontrolnych. Nie. Także musimy się wybrać.
But what if the darkspawn come back?
I'll stand in the doorway and let you escape.
Really?
If believing that makes you feel safer.
Kazali nam sprzedawać przedmioty u handlarzy.
Keep him busy?
I'm chasing a fraudulent enchantment scheme. It's harmless until the buyer thinks they're immortal.
Okej. Szukaj w takim razie ich, bywaj. Mówię wam, będzie trofeum jak nic za pogłaskanie 50 piesków. Ten taki groźny, ten nie chce być głaskany.
I met a shadow dragon once. Or I think I did. I mean, they didn't say they were probably a good idea, but I was...
Nice!
Thanks for us!
Zamrożenie. O, chciałem, nie zdążyłem. Wystraszył mnie.
Shadow dragon once. Or I think I did. I mean, they didn't say they were probably a good idea, but I was pretty sure.
Why is that?
Most to venture are condescending, even the nice ones, but they weren't. And you remind me of them, so it makes sense.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Candlehop conspiracy. Messages to no.
Ruffled any feathers lately?
No. Or no one's...
Prawda, co tydzień na składach przy brzegu znaleziono serię wykonywanych kredą symboli wraz z napisem "Nadciąga burza". Między skałami nie widać było wraku, choć skromny autor tych znalazł latarnię. Dość nietypową, ale zdecydowanie przeznaczoną na dziób łodzi. Przypływ zabrał już wiadomość, ale drogi czytelniku, nadal musimy zapytać, czy była to wiadomość zza morza.
All right. If you run into trouble, get in touch.
List pomysłów do prawdy co tydzień. Tajne badania w kręgu, co oni ukrywają, nowe tłumaczenie tablic w katakumbach. Jak wcześniej pomyłka sprawia, że poszliśmy w złym kierunku. Wcześniejsza pomyłka. Czy inwestygatorka z doków potrafi rozmawiać z kotami, kocie poszlaki w dużych sprawach. Wśród nas są wężoludy. Patrzcie. Dobra. Do łodzi się nie dostaniemy w tym momencie. Tak mi się przynajmniej wydaje. Odlecz mnie, co? Weź 17 sekund odnowienia, no dobrze. Tablica jak zlecenia w Wiedźminie 3. Cholera wie, kiedy będziemy potrzebowali coś uszyć i będzie tkanina kotek. Kotków nie lubimy chyba, skoro nie można ich głaskać.
How?
You getting into trouble?
Always.
No właśnie, i tak by mogły te rozmowy, o których mówiłem, wyglądać, że tylko tyłek se palec wkłada. Dobra, wchodzimy.
I am Jowen Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. Explain yourself, Warden, and bear in mind that the Order remembers your past recklessness.
Oczywiście.
Sure, I disobeyed orders. I acted on my own choices without authority. I admit it. But I took an oath to defend people from the Blight. I uphold that oath any way I can.
Your report, Warden.
I was part of a team trying to stop an elven mage named Solus from destroying the Veil. When we disrupted his ritual, something escaped from the Fade, and I clearly sensed the corruption of the Blight.
From this mage, Solus?
No, sir. Solus opposes the Blight. He's actually an elven god, Fen-Harel, the Dreadwolf.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
To się dzieje naprawdę.
It's no fairy tale. When we stopped Solus, something got out. According to the Veil Jumpers, it was the elven gods Elganon and Gillenane. And they're not just evil. They're blighted. The point is that the gods are making the Blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
Wysłuchaj mnie, ty idioto. Spróbujmy w tę stronę.
Are you kidding me?
I assure you, I am deadly serious.
We don't have time to play who's the Greyest Warden. You need to shut up and listen. The threat is real. The gods are coming, and they're bringing the Blight with them.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without a disgraced junior warden causing needless confusion. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941, Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded boy?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
Nie.
That was close. Wasn't looking forward to being dragged off to a Grey Warden dungeon. Who should I be thanking for the assist?
Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service. A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Mevaris Talani? Of the Shadow Dragons?
The very same.
What's your relation to the Shadow Dragons?
About a decade ago, Mevaris and I started a political faction called the Lucerni. We were going to change Tevinter for the better. Everyone would recognize the common sense benefits of our approach, and we'd all live happily ever after.
I take it that didn't happen.
Mevaris was framed, kicked out of the Magisterium, and the Lucerni were dissolved. So she took the movement underground.
The Shadow Dragons.
Since I still haunt the Magisterium, that makes me the Shadow Dragon's man on the inside.
Potrzebujemy strażników, łatwiej by nam było, ale on jest problemem.
The First Warden's a problem. If he won't help, I need him to stay out of my way.
I'm sure he'll show up again. Like an ulcer. For now, pay him no mind. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Menrathus lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Only the veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
I need to talk to Varric.
Dobra, szukamy tych sprzymierzeńców wśród Szarych Strażników. Czy to jest gdzieś tutaj? Dobra, spróbujmy tutaj szybką podróżą się dostać. Okej, to jest jakieś nowe przejście. Na rozdroża? Co my mamy tam na rozdrożach zrobić? Kurde. Blaszka na rozdrożach. Wytrop 3 źródła na rozdrożach. Gdzie to nam każe? Wróć do latarni. To w ogóle nam... Latarnia odkryto 0%, 0 na 2. Cholera. W ogóle gdzieś coś mamy odkryte? 20%. Dobra, wracamy do tej latarni. Bo głupio by było zakończyć odcinek po 14 minutach. Dobra. Z Varikiem mamy porozmawiać. Okej, a czy... Kurde, znowu wywaliło grę i to jest problem z tą grą. Na szczęście był jakiś automatyczny zapis i wystarczyło się przenieść już do latarni. Ale nie powiem, czasami jest to wkurzające. Neve. Lucanis, czy to oznacza, że on jest czasowo niedostępny? Może tak być, nie? Słuchajcie, ja idę pierw z Bellą. To będzie dla mnie Bella cały czas, pogadać. I z Neve.
Oh, Rook! Good to see you. Irilyn and Strife sent word. Some of the artifacts we have in storage are acting up. They need a hand to make sure they stay calmed. And don't rip a hole in reality. Anyways, we can go whenever you're ready.
My ją okradamy tutaj wręcz. Ja bym to tak uznał, że jest. I tutaj Neve jest na lewo, prawda? Tak mi się przynajmniej wydaje. Tak jest.
This was with my things. It looks like your handwriting. I didn't read it. Well, a couple of words. I thought it might be one of mine. I don't even know how it got there.
It's those wisps. I need more wards.
Oh, I can help with that.
I started this. I'll deal with it.
Są urocze.
I don't know. I think they're cute.
So cute.
They didn't steal your notes.
Maybe they like you.
Do you follow the chantry? The pendant. I noticed it's Andrastian.
I barely keep the holidays. It's from an old job.
Oh, which one? Maybe I read about it in a Timenter paper.
I'm barely in the papers.
Oh, but when you are, it's on the edge of something exciting. What about that one story with the demon, the diamond, and the deadbeat magister? Oh, they mentioned you twice.
That was a hit piece.
That tells me you're a big enough name to have enemies.
No, but the Magister was. Some Docktown nobody gets involved with his case? That's good gossip. They forgot my name in a week. The real trick with that job was the client ratting me out to the demon.
What?
It's always something. Funny how that didn't make the print. Tell me you read the rest of the paper too?
Oh, yes. Sometimes they have these stories, serials. They're thrilling, except they come out in pieces. I only see a few papers a year. I never know how the stories end.
Happily ever after. Why not, right?
Aren't you some sunshine?
That's me.
I hope you're right.
All right, Belle. You get me the name of your serial, I'll try and track the ending. No promise on the happy part.
That's fine.
I'd like to go back anyway. Spend time in Docktown, pick up gossip.
Want company?
Why not? Ready to go when you are.
Kurde, ja bym sobie wykonał, wiecie co? Teraz to zadanie z Neve. Poznaj bliżej Neve. Wróć do doków przez rozdroża lub przy użyciu szybkiej podróży. Dobra. To jest na pewno nasze poboczne zadanie, czyli tak, tu musimy podróżowania. A niech będzie tak, Harding i Neve. Myślę, że to dobry duet do pomocy. Dobra, spójrzmy, czy ja bym tu sobie mógł jakąś szybką podróż. Badanie doków. Spotkaj się z Neve. Ciekawe, czy jakbyśmy wybrali kogoś innego do drużyny, to by było ok?
The Candlehop. They carry messages through the city.
pierwsze poboczne zadanie, nie? Zboczyliśmy z fabuły, ale też myślę warto, bo zobaczyć jak wyglądają te poboczne zadania.
Are we here for the Shadow Dragons?
I trade news with the Shadows, but it takes more than one source to get along here. Besides, I was doing this before they came knocking, before Varret too, right here in Docktown.
Do you miss Minrathous?
The alluvium makes it easy to get to.
That's not an answer.
Look, I know what Minrathous is.
But it's home.
It doesn't let go easy. I'll give it that. Come on. There's paper sellers all over here.
Want to see if they got your name right?
Most papers don't say much, but read between the lines and you pick up a thing or two. I'm not here as much lately. I'll take what news I can get. Let's grab a few copies. We'll see if we can find Bellara's serials too.
Okej, dla Bellary. Ciekawe, czy będzie jakaś walka, bo jak rozumiem, będziemy chodzić tutaj po sprzedawcach
Let's go.
gazet.
So, before Varric, before the Shadows, you worked for...
Same as now. People who find me and have jobs.
Tylko po co ja wybierałem drużynę?
Docktown people, runaways, the desperate.
And you do this on your own?
I've got contacts, informants, people I cross paths with, but at the end of the day, yeah, it's just me. Okay, keep an eye out for paper sellers. We'll start on the north side of Lower City.
How many do we need?
Kurien Miratuski. Pałacowa intryga. Czy Archont coś skrywa? Po tym jak nagle opuścił zgromadzenie, pojawiło się wiele pytań, które z czasem przerodziły się w bezpodstawne spekulacje. Kilku magistrów odezwało się do mnie, by zapewnić szanownych czytelników, że plotki o wpływie kultu na sprawy pałacu są
Don't
nieprawdziwe.
worry, I'm paying. Let's get started.
Występ akrobatyczno-wokalny. Już dziś latarnik zaprasza w swe skromne progi.
How did you fall in with the Shadows?
I'd worked with some of them before. Not that they were upfront about it.
What changed?
I was after a missing person. The Viper was hunting slavers. Our paths had the same end.
More than one person.
And your missing person?
Free and breathing when we finished. The Shadows brought me in after that.
Viper spotted
One
at a
place.
local fish fry.
Rozmowa w dokach. Mity czy rzeczywistość? Krążą pogłoski o zamaskowanym osobniku, który czuwa nad Minrathusem. Choć niektórzy podają wątpliwość tak zwanej żmii, nie wiadomo też, czy miałoby chodzić o jedną osobę czy kilka. Doniesienia o zauważeniu w dokach tajemniczej postaci pojawiają się coraz częściej. Spadające z nieba demony, codzienne troski sprawiają, że obecność kogoś takiego jest przez wielu mile widziana.
I'll save this one for the Viper.
Kurde, głupio, że ci czytelnicy są oznaczeni tutaj na mapie.
Another rebellion? Here's what we know.
Easier.
But you like us, right?
You're all right.
What happened in Marnus Pell?
On paper.
First-hand
Thanks.
account.
Poranny zwój. Nadzieja dla ruchu przeciwników niewolnictwa. Na ulicę Minrathusu dotarły pogłoski o udanym buncie w Marnaspel. W świetle niepokojących doniesień ze wszystkich zakątków Imperium wiadomość ta niesie promyk nadziei kontynuującym walkę w naszej stolicy.
I've got a contact who works this area. Let's see if he's around.
No to prowadź, Neve.
You've got a good eye. Okay. The charm's good against all manner of curses and manipulation. Fair price. And you won't find better in the Circle District.
You won't find better at the Circle, but you will off the docks. For half the price and twice the enchantment.
Neve.
Alec?
Oh, if you say it's... thanks, I'll pass. Sorry.
Hey, if I'd known, I would have told you. Come back next week. I'll buy another paper.
I write them myself. The Magisters. They don't print the truth.
Most honest thing I'll hear today. What about you? Is it something you're buying, my friend?
Rook, and no. But I've got a Treviso manor in need of tenants if you're willing to pay up front.
You know, I've made that one work. Can't go back to Voldorma, though. What about you, Neve?
Just looking for gossip.
Not much that'd interest you.
We chased a relic through Docktown. The buyer was Venatori, but the smuggler belonged to the Thread Crime Syndicate. You're a Thread?
We don't deal with cultists. Your smuggler broke the rules. She's out.
And the Venatori?
There's been more in Docktown. Boss says it's under control. But between us, I don't like it.
Then it's worth keeping an eye on. If you hear anything,
so will you.
You know a member of the Thread Crime Syndicate? Personally?
Don't tell me you're surprised.
With you? I thought surprise was a given.
Careful. Surprises here lead to trouble.
Trouble's not always a bad thing.
All right. Come on.
Dobra, czyli będą jakieś kłopoty jednak.
Let's head to the south side.
Czy my mamy tam szybką podróż? Nie, my tam nie byliśmy w ogóle na tych terenach. Dobra, możemy tu obejść.
You've lived in Docktown your whole life?
Since I was born. Unless I'm out of the city for a job. Had a few apartments around town. The current one, it's not the lighthouse, but it's mine.
You've been an investigator for a while.
It's not a short story.
You've made it this far. Is there a secret?
Trust people enough to get things done, not enough to get you killed.
And that's how you stay out of trouble.
No, but it's the best shot you've got.
Circle District Gossip. Read.
Nocna pieśń. Jakie tajemnice kryły się w pomalowanym pudełku? Czy nasi bohaterowie odkryją prawdę i czy naprawdę tego chcą? Przeczytaj następny rozdział Ciosu sztyletem. Właśnie tu.
The latest.
One of Belle's cereals. Great.
No to zapłaciliśmy, to już pooglądajmy, słuchajcie, drodzy widzowie. On czarować będzie, czy co? Nic specjalnego bym powiedział. Z pieniądze wyrzucone w błoto tam.
Come on, Slick. Stop a ritual. Save the world. It'll be fun. I should have said no.
The real news in Docktown. Get it.
Tajemnica Imperium. Szykuje się skandaliczny romans. Czy w skarbniku pojawi się prominentny mag kręgu? Ten, o którym wiadomo, że lubi obstawiać ciekawe zakłady w dokach. I kim był jego tajemniczy towarzysz? Kiedy poznam odpowiedź, drogi czytelniku, poznasz je i ty.
I think we've got enough.
What now?
Now I'm starving, and I know the best place in the city.
Brzmi jak randka, Neve. Zapraszasz nas do knajpy.
Huh? Yeah.
The lighthouse doesn't have this.
What?
A view of the water. I don't know, it helps me think. But we've got places to be. Come on.
You! This fish won't eat itself. I said next time you were here it was free.
Sure thing, Hal. Next time.
Yeah, it's always something.
Joining Varric. Us. Do you really wish you'd said no?
No. I just have a bad habit of picking jobs that go sideways. You think I'd learn?
I'm the same way. Taking jobs that go wrong. I'm basically a walking disaster.
So you're saying I'm a disaster?
I'm saying you're not alone.
Dopiero teraz zauważyłem, że ona nogi nie ma.
We'd stop a ritual, then I'd walk away. But those gods escaped. Not much of a win. And if the world falls, the city goes too. It's not like I'll find work then.
Is that why you said yes? To save Minrathous?
People will tell you Minrathous is broken. And they're right. It's corrupt, petty. Saving the world won't fix it. I take the small wins, Rook. Hal serving fish another day. Getting past the next scrape alive. Sometimes you're lucky. Sometimes you get more. But the tables always turn. It's better if you know it's coming.
We got in over our heads, didn't we?
Same old story.
The gods weren't a twist?
I've seen worse.
And I'm glad you stuck around.
Misery loves company.
Ale z tą nogą to naprawdę, słuchajcie, nie zwróciłem uwagi, że ma sztuczną prawą nogę. Badanie doków. Obszerne notatki, to będzie pewnie coś dla Neve. Więź zacieśnia się. Tak naprawdę możemy wrócić, myślę, teraz do latarni. Ale zanim to zrobimy, pokażę wam notatki zdobyte. Proszę bardzo, można zestopować, przeczytać, co tam chcecie. Wydaje mi się, że to pokazywałem wam. Dobra. Mapa. Tak naprawdę powinniśmy wrócić sobie do latarni. Tak zakładam w tym momencie. I zastanowić się, co dalej. Co dalej zwyczajnie z tej latarni? Czy w ogóle teraz może będziemy mogli udać się do Neve? Bo to też jest jedna z opcji. Jak najbardziej. Balera Neve. Zobaczmy w ogóle, co to oznacza, że jest ten zegar. Czy to jest, że czasowo niedostępna ta rozmowa, czy co w ogóle? Tak mi się wydaje, że te spotkanie będzie niedostępne. Tylko co one we dwójkę knują cały czas?
A sharp eye, a quick mind, and luck. That's most of the job.
So, do you think I could become one? An investigator?
It takes a certain amount of focus, too.
Oh, okay, well, maybe not then. I still can't believe it. I'm talking to the Neve Gallus.
And that's sweet, but I don't need the flattery.
Right, just a person I'll try to remember.
Rook, here to join us?
What are you two up to?
We're talking, just two normal people talking about things. You know, very casually.
Balara had more questions about my work. She can be quite persuasive.
It all sounds so exciting. The things you've done, the people you've helped.
Those are the ones that go well. You don't hear about the rest. Everyone wants a scandal. Or a happy ending.
Or both, like the time you told the Marquis to—
Hold on. I don't think Rook's interested in that story.
Uwielbiam skandale.
Rook's a little interested.
Look, I'd love to, honest, but that story needs the right atmosphere. After dark over bad coffee, or expensive wine. Take your pick.
Speaking of, what's the situation with cooking exactly? Are we on a rotation or what? I can help out. I'm a pretty good cook, with some things at least. Oh, most of the time. Sometimes I get distracted and things burn.
Zwalniam cię z gotowania.
There's no official rotation. Everyone just makes extra food when they get hungry.
Do you mostly cook Dalish foods? I haven't had a chance to try many.
Sometimes. Not a lot of options when you're out in the forest. But I've learned a lot of different cooking styles. Antivan, Rivani. Oh, I even learned how to make Tevinter Khachapuri.
Wait, real khachapuri? The hollowed out bread? 3 kinds of cheese? I love khachapuri. What about you, Rook? What are you craving?
Khachapuri.
Cheese and bread were the only words I needed to hear.
You have no idea.
It's good with the right cheese, which can be hard to find out in the forest.
Well, we'll have to see what we can find you. You should have an assistant, someone to make sure it doesn't burn. See if it tastes right, that sort of thing.
Neve Gallus, helping me cook?
Again, the flattery.
Right, just a person. Got it.
Great. Now, let's see what we can scrounge up.
Magiczne gotowanie, słuchajcie. Ale to może nie w tym momencie będziemy gotować. I tutaj myślę, w tym pięknym widoku zakończymy sobie ten odcinek. Pamiętacie, że ja próbowałem tutaj coś otwierać, kojarzycie? Pierwszy czy drugi odcinek. To była zagadka z tymi posągami, prawda? One mają być zwrócone w swoją stronę. Tu trzeba ich 4 znaleźć, aż a ja nie mam zielonego pojęcia, gdzie inne się znajdują. I tu na głównym placu zakończymy sobie odcinek. Ja mam nadzieję, że wam się podobał ten odcinek. Zrobiliśmy w nim pierwszą aktywność poboczną. Co prawda było to zbieranie gazet, ale nawiązaliśmy więź z Neve. Cześć!